Are we resorting to comedy hour now? Obviously. Gravity. La La Land is reserved for special people that double speak, that say open is closed, closed is open. La La Land, we are in La La Land. Gravity. Obviously. La La Land, La La Land, La La Land, we are in La La Land. Gravity, gravity, obviously.
Are you ready? Call your mama, call your papa, call your friends. The festivities are about to begin. Boom!
Okay. There you go. I meant to say boom, boom. What's up, everyone? Hey, shout out to Squeaky Earth, man. This is what it's all about. Come on. I've been leaving it behind. And no, how dare you? Frogs were lonely. Squeaky Earth was lonely. There you go. Wake up, everybody. Wake up. Shout out to everybody hanging out over here on a Saturday. Whatever you are, whatever party, festivities, activities, and company, if you type something, you are here too. So shout out to you, man. Thank you for leaving a couple extra minutes, at least a small segment of your brain just working on the text box, you know, while you're over here in the meeting. While you're in the meeting, you gotta watch the boom. There you go. Boom like if you think you will enjoy this video. Or boom it later. Give me some money needed to pay electric bills. PayPal link pinned above the YouTube chat box and in the description box somewhere over there in the neighborhood. We have Fred Bailey in the house. Carl Christopherson. Truth Nerds. Dan the Waterman. Mark Ting. Gary Waibenga. Fred Bailey. Zebulon 181. And Ben the Light. In the house today, in a Saturday. What day is Saturday? The 24th. How about that? Already the 24th, another month go. I'm gonna look up for some like music in the background. That kind of happy music. All right, let's see. I'm gonna set this up and I'm gonna have everybody listen because we need. I'm on it. Okay, if I share screen. And I click watch this stream. Oh, guys, I wanna introduce you to a slightly improved layout on the YouTube. So let me mute this camera. Boom! There you go. Look at that. Happy and nice and easy. Layout is happy today. I think it makes sense. As for right now, look at that. We got a super chat. Mo dingling, dingling, dingling. Truth nerd. Let me hold on. Truth nerds for 5 euros. Jose, what are you talking about? Electric balls? Just ask Brian Leake to install one of his free energy devices at your house. I would like somebody to contact Brian Leake and tell them that I need installation of free energy devices. Brian Leake, if you are listening, come on over and tell me what the next step is. Tell me, need information or something? Okay, you ready for the music? Boom. Now, hold on. Be patient, everybody. I'm gonna lower the volume down, yeah. But I'm trying to look for an image to share over here. Oh, I got one. There you go. That's what you get. In 4K is the boom. Okay. That's about it. That'll do it. Don't go away, people. I wasn't just joking. I wasn't gonna leave that shit on like the whole time that loud. Oh man, how many people are here? 18 people, 6 thumbs up only. Only 6 likes. I don't like that. I really don't. Let's open the YouTube live voice channel and see what's going on over here. If anybody would like to jump into in the Discord, in the chat box, in the text channels, that is in the Daily Boom Uncensored. It's where we're hanging out in the live show. Also in YouTube Live, chat box. And if anybody want to join, please join. Mojok Man is alone over there in the Daily Boom. It's like nobody loves him. Nobody want to talk to him. He been there for like 3 days now, Mojok Man, sitting in the Daily Boom voice chat. Shout out to Farmer's Boy. Shout out to Truth Nerd. Truth Nerds, I gave you a shout out. Yes. Okay. Just saying. Just making sure. I thought I shouted out everybody but Truth Nerds. So I gave him his super chat shout out, but not the normal beginning of the show shout out to everybody. And I said, I hope I got everybody. If not, oh well, you will be forgotten forever in the shadows. Go into the darkness. So if I didn't shout you out in the beginning, I'm sorry, anybody. Boom. What's up, farmers?
Hey, how's it going, mate?
All good. Just rambling over
good.
here away.
Well, you have to, don't you?
Yeah. Carl, what's up, man? How you doing?
Pretty good, Jose. And you?
I'm great, man. It's a happy Saturday.
Happy.
Yep. Zebulon said that he hit the button 6 times to make up for the older people. Well, that will leave it in a no context, in a non-valid at the end. There's, Zebulon. Cannot hit. You gotta hit it odd numbers only. It's either 1 or 3 or anything odd after that. Number 1. What you guys say? I heard a very silly argument.
Oh dear.
And that
How
silly
silly?
argument, I'm gonna postpone it because Dan the Waterman maybe has a better argument than the one I have. Which I don't remember what the argument that I have anyway.
Welcome, Flip Floppers. I just want to say hi to everyone. Going to a meetup today, and I just want to give a minor update. Supposedly, Jaren and Witsit are going to help clean house on some of the bullshit that flat earthers say. So hopefully they don't pussy out on that, and they take that to heart. And you can all hear it from me. I'm really hoping that we all shit can Bob by the end of the year, and that we could start fresh with some normal flat earthers and not this egotistical crap that we've been dealing with, because it has caused a lot of problems. And the
do you think that in this meeting, meetup, and you guys hanging out and talking and doing this filtering, you think it's going to make any difference in what we, the audience, everybody sees? Because nobody is going to change. Any group is going to change for another group. You know how it goes.
No, you're right. Actually, all we can only hope is that amongst the embarrassing and silly shit that you guys get to laugh at, that you see there's a human side of it, and that isn't, we're not internet trolls. There's real people here. That's it. I mean, that's the end of that argument. There is some real people who have real lives and really try and hang out together, which is totally different than the internet game. Totally different. Way different, So it's weird how, Facebook has its own crowd, and YouTube has its own crowd, and Discord has its own crowd, but there's a real life part of it too, in Southern California anyway. Well, also in Denver, and also in that Southeast, in the Carolinas. They got a little little group going where people actually hook up.
Yep.
I've been warned not to start any shit at this one, so.
You know what I appreciate about this type of meetup? That there's the awkward part is going to be just the beginning, the introductions, but then you actually have topics to talk about the topic. So it's not like you going, I don't know. I mean, I guess any meetup with strangers on the internet, or people meeting for the first time and repeating, just a random visit every few months. I think there's always the topic. That's why the reunions for the discussion to take place. So it's bullshit, man. I went to a meetup with Nathan Thompson in Texas, and he gave me the creeps in real life, man. Nathan Thompson, and I was a flat earther, bro. And I was a flat earther when I met him, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago.
But he's the first one to use flat Earth for money. He really is the first one to just try and live off of it. So that's why you were creeped out, because there was...
I met one of your buddies. I think you met this guy. Do you meet Disciple, Effie Disciple, tall guy, bearded, I'm not sure. I met that guy, that flat earther. He came visited me on my place. He just came in, say hi, we chat for 5-10 minutes, and he gone. But it was cool, man.
Are there? Why don't you work the Spanish crowd? Is there a flat Earth? Puerto Rican?
Yeah, it's crowded. It's crowded over there, man. Not the Puerto Rican, just the Spanish in general. Yeah, there's debunker. There's flat earthers and debunkers. The debunkers have just, talking the same garbage that we talk over here, but with some Spanish flat earthers. And they also break down what happens, over here, translating stuff.
Honestly, I'm hoping to clean up some of our bullshit. You and I are able to communicate now, me and Blue Marble able to communicate, and Jem, I'm able to move about amongst you without causing a fight. So I'm really trying to prey on your love affair with us and hope that we can be good enough for you, to tell you the truth.
What if you meet Samuel Rowbotham? What would you talk to him? How would you go on about?
I don't know. Isn't it funny that that's still a question? I guess it's been redone. It's just funny that water isn't a good evidence for you guys.
Then, what if one does this meetup, you go to this guy and it's Samuel Rowbotham and you meet him? How do you go about that situation? How will you, approach him and talk to him?
I assume.
What would you say? What would you say right to Samuel?
I'd probably be a fanboy. You'd probably act like a fanboy. I'd want to go a few miles away and wave to the guy. I'd be like, dude, can you see me? That's what I would do, right? I'd run a mile away and have him take a picture of me.
Jake, what would you do if you meet Samuel Rowbotham in the next meeting?
I don't know, but I think we can add Dan's laughter to Bev and the others to make it more interesting.
I made another list.
No, your laugh.
And how does that relate to Bev?
I made a clip about Bev and his monks laughing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's
That's
doing a
quite good.
compilation of laughs. Yeah, compilation of laughs, and it sounds like a bunch of goons.
Beavis and
funny
Bevhead.
Yeah. Where do you post that in the nonsense, Jake?
Think so.
It's not too far. I know. I remember. I just heard it. Okay, I got it. I'll share that. All right, you should be able to watching my screen share. Do nothing but just hit a comment. On mute. Oh. I'm confused. Change window. There you go. Let's see what this is. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. One more time. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh I don't know what the fuck, but damn. What the hell's going on over there, man?
There's
Yeah, pretty cool.
yeah, it's the original Beavis and Butthead, Bev, Kevin, and Pepper Organist.
Are you flattening me?
Hey, how does it look in the YouTube? The improved layout. It looks similar, but I think cleaner now. Take a look, anybody, and let me know.
Let's have a quick butchers.
Decent.
Yeah, it's alright. Yeah.
Kind of bright. That's all bright orange.
So is the Illuminati color? That's why I gotta use it. They told me to use more orange or like fire, like that's like red and yellows. It will give you the orange appearance and shit like that, you know.
The word boom is sort of missing from it.
I boom sometimes, so that's enough. Oh man. Steve Wilson say level is horizontal. My fuck. Steve Wilson say hey horizontal for my bong hole. Do you have a bong hole?
I need
What are they talking about, man?
flat.
So he doesn't need a TP for his bunghole then. Just horizontal.
Not sure about that. How about that image, that picture over there on screen? Who took that picture?
It's nice, that, isn't it? That's one of my favourites. That's why I like reposting it.
Can you change the color of the member names? The on screen chat window. Sorry, I was reading out loud. I shouldn't. Sorry, my bad.
Jose, have fun today. I'll see you later.
Oh,
Thanks for being there,
later.
okay?
Yeah,
All right.
see you later.
Bye.
Okay. I tried earlier and I cannot change. I can only change this layout. So I'm gonna change. I mean the way it looks for.
I'll see what it means. Yeah, the members' names are sort of. You can see them at the bottom, but you can't see them very well at the top.
I can.
I guess you'd have to change your transparency or something. Just change your colours.
Yeah. Damn, that's
yeah.
that's ugly. That's ugly. Whatever I put now, just now. Yeah, the colors stay the same. That's what sucks about this genetic chat box thing.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean. That's not very nice, is it?
All right, we'll leave it like that. Whenever they pop out, whenever somebody types something, we'll see, and that's how it's gonna stay for now. I don't know. I've been listening in the background, lurking in the flat earthers echo chambers at Geos.
Oh yeah. And what did you hear?
I don't even remember, man. Just a bunch of garbage, black holes, and the other guy talking about the transits of Venus, but that has nothing to do. It's to then the guy that brought the black holes, he go into the like quantum, quantum something, and like the everything, talking all kinds of random nonsense. I said, what the fuck, bro? You guys went from like a very down to earth topic. I don't even remember what it was, but it was at least more entertaining. And they went to all this fantasy land, and the other guy fighting for, I don't know, man. It's annoying. I don't even remember.
It amazes me that they'll talk about quantum, this, that, and the other, and they still can't explain the sunset.
I don't know shit. So...
deal with the simple stuff first, hey?
I'm sorry, I'm just popping in. I've just joined you guys, but the thing is, with flat earthers, they like to use scientific names and words, but they don't know what they mean. So they just throw them into their conversation every now and then, like electromagnetic and quantum, as if it gives their words like more authority.
Yeah, man. Hello from China. Damn, there's people from China that find each other on the interwebs. It's crazy, right?
Does China exist? I mean, I've never been there and seen it, so does it exist if I've never seen it?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Yeah, you gotta use your adult brain
Yes.
to determine determine what is real, what is not. I mean, it's just that simple.
I think even primary school kids are familiar with the concept that just because you haven't seen it yourself doesn't mean to say it's not real.
Yeah.
I was thinking from my flat earth brain there, you know what I mean? I've never been to Australia. I've never seen a kangaroo. Do they really exist? They're all fake. It's all CGI.
Well, going by that, approximately 98% of this planet doesn't exist because I haven't been there.
Yeah.
But that's what you get from flat earthers. Oh, I've never been in space, so it can't exist.
In fact, I really haven't strayed very far afield at all, but I do know that Paris is real, if a bit grubby, and Berlin is real, but it smelt a bit.
Well, I've actually been in Paris, so, I've actually seen the Eiffel Tower.
I stood underneath it, but the queues were too long. We said, stuff that, we ain't going up there.
But I haven't been to Australia yet, or China, or Japan. I hope someday to get there before I die. But you know what I mean? It's like, I do believe these places exist. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes.
You have to bring yourself to regress so far back into the past for behavior of going on about life with everything. It's like cartoons or something. Not even tribes in real life, because tribes in real life they have a good idea of the stuff, But people that live in a cave and just step out and just walk, I don't know, they got a little radius, a little bubble right there, and they don't know anything whatsoever what's out there in the world. How to do anything, what anything means. They say, oh, we see sun moving and the moon and everything. Day and night, and nobody question anything. That's it. They don't give a fuck about nothing, I guess.
I think.
Or maybe they care about everything, that they don't know nothing. How are they gonna if they just live in that one bubble all the time? They cannot do anything, have any tools. Sorry, man, go ahead.
I think there was a philosopher who described the idea of if you live in a cave and you can't look out of the cave, you can only look into the cave. And when the sun passes in front of the opening to the cave, it casts shadows on the wall of the cave where you can see the shadows. So you never actually look out into the real world. You can only see what the sun casts as shadows on the wall of the cave that you're looking at. And how do you ever know anything is real if you're only looking at shadows? It's something like that anyway. I'm not really, I'm not really too up to date on all the philosophy things, because I think philosophy is a whole load of shit. It's like religion. It's all bullshit, man-made. And I prefer science. Sorry, I prefer science to philosophy.
All right. Predators are real, like the from Alien versus Predators, or like from Arnold Schwarzenegger. Are those type of predators real?
No,
How do you know? Why do you say? Why you say no so easy?
because it was a bloke in a suit.
But you haven't seen 92% of the war, 90% of the war. How do you know that they are not real?
Because we would have evidence of them being real, and we don't. They're as real as the Loch Ness monster and Bigfoot.
So any being, all right, let's not say predator. I'm pushing it like with like dread, like dreadlocks and shit. Let's say just beings. We're gonna call him beings. So how about other beings? You say no also?
What you mean as in aliens? Extraterrestrials, not of this earth.
Yeah.
I'm sure there are out there somewhere. I mean, there must be. We can't be the only intelligent life in this universe.
So you went from no to yes to this must.
The predator in the films is made up, clearly, as are the aliens in the alien films. They're made up, but there must be life out there somewhere other than what's on this planet. Gotta be. Whether we'll actually meet any of them or see her in our lifetime, I doubt it very much.
Will you fight with them if they come to attack your crib over there? They come in to attack your crib. Will you shoot back with like BB guns and shit like that and like?
Well, unfortunately, I don't actually have any real firearms over here, so that could be a bit tricky.
What would you
paintball guns won't get me very far, will they? I don't know how much air I've got left in the tanks, to be honest. I've got plenty of paintballs, so I don't know how much air I've got, and they won't really do a lot of damage unless you're extremely close to someone or something.
What are we talking about now?
That the problem with aliens is that the space is big. If there are, nobody knows where they are. If there are.
The problem with aliens is they don't take the NASA money, and therefore they can't pay you. You know what I mean? any of the NASA money. That's a problem with aliens. You know what I mean? They take alien money. They don't take NASA money.
Do they? How'd you know that?
Why is there no flat earthers in here tonight? I would love to.
There was, but he's just buggered off again because he's going to meet up with some other idiots. And they're all going to bitch and whine and argue amongst themselves because they don't like Bob.
They don't like Bob? What, my cat? They don't like my dead cat, Bob?
No.
Yeah.
Strangely enough, I don't think it was referring to your dead cat, Bob.
C4. What the fuck? He keep kicking me out of YouTube. C4, you better behave because I'm kicking you out of YouTube, right? I'm just messing. There's no doing that, you know, like kicking you out. Let me kick you out. No, what the hell is going on over there with your devices, man? Get your shit straight, man.
Yeah, come on, get it together.
Get your shit together, damn it. Oh man, do they take
Alright.
Alan? Do they take Alan Express, Thurs?
Sorry?
Do they take Alan Express?
Something Express?
You've
Yeah.
lost him now.
Yeah,
he's
No,
looking at the side chat.
I just can't hear. I've been listening to music all day, very loud in my ears, and I've got a lot of wax build up, I think. You know, and I'm drunk. Right?
We have a person that used to be an alien, but Japan changed the ID card from alien card to foreign resident card. Boring stuff, you know. Shout out to Mandevil going through all that stuff, man. It's tough.
Yeah, to be honest with you, right, I do believe that the universe is vast enough and there is probably enough planets out there that there's some life on it. But I don't know about aliens, flying here, and landing, and I really don't believe that. I think if we discover a planet with aliens on it, there's just as much, evidence that they're going to be like slugs just crawling out of the ocean, you know what I mean? Or they are really, really highly superior intelligent to us, and probably we wouldn't see them because they've got like, the alien thing where, you can't see them because they've got like an electronic sort of field that makes you not see them. So either the slugs crawl out the ocean, or they're really, really far advanced than us. I don't believe they're the same level of technology, because if they were, they wouldn't be here.
And then a follow up to Mandevil situation with the ID card and all that stuff, you know. It used to be so much fun to go back to Australia and show people his official alien card. Nice, bro. Love it. I want an alien card, but I'm not, because I'm like no, doesn't apply in the NA.
I've just seen it's changed on YouTube. It's changed to a slug. Okay, I'm on my way. That's the aliens, right? I'm on my way.
The alien, yeah. Is that it?
It's going to take them a long time to get here. You know what I mean?
We got alien. There you go. Aliens attack, and you got these slugs. Okay, I'm on my way. Shit. Nope. I like the ones like the movie Nope by whatever Jordan Peele or whatever his name is. I'm not gonna know, no spoilers, but it's a good, UFO type of movie too. It's a fun watch. Just done something different with the whatever you think the UFO is. Something cool about it.
Oh, right, you reckon it's pretty good, do you?
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah.
I'll have to put it on the list and might watch it tomorrow.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's very well done, very well shot. Yeah, just a cool movie to watch.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you look at sometimes think, is that any good, or is it just a big old pile of pants? But give it a go.
Yeah, no spoilers at all whatsoever. It's just giving kind of, if anybody watched the movie trailer, yeah, it's about UFOs, and it's like, it's weird, man, really cool. Yeah, man. Nope. Spoilers. I timed you out, Dart, man. I'm sorry about that. But the keywords and phrases that you type in the comments, like the one you just typed now, they're tricky to keep on YouTube. Like dead knife, it's a crime. I mean, we don't want to have those terms in here, man.
I signed it earlier on.
This is the
related
thing.
to that, we don't want those things typed in the chat box, like the last message. So please delete it yourself, Dart, because I don't have the option to delete your comment. I only have the option to time me out. So please, Dart, delete this last comment and then type anything you want to type, but without typing like dead and knives and none of that shit. Please go ahead, Thursman.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, why do people who come to your show not often? I mean, that has obviously been there before, and you know, as a certain the things that you shouldn't say. You shouldn't be racist. You shouldn't be sort of like personal. Don't attack people personally. Don't be racist. Don't talk about religion. Don't talk about politics. These are things that have been known for like, God, how long have been? A couple of years now. You know what I mean? And people still come in and try to get past that. I think, oh, nobody will see me. Oh, they're drunk like me. Sometimes I do things drunk, and I get slapped in the face for it. And people deserve to get it. I deserve to get it. But yeah, you've got to, guys, just be normal. Just be normal people.
It's my Mandevil time dart out. There you go. Called out. I called you out, Mandevil. Oh man, everybody's. Where's the triggering today? I want to be triggered, bro. Please, somebody piss me off. That's the title of the show, but I don't got nothing triggering like right now going on. Zebulon can be a troll, man. Easy. Anybody can be a troll. Farmer's Boy can be a troll. Terz is definitely a troll.
Oh, God, yeah. Yeah.
Gary, pretty sure he's a troll too.
I try
yeah, I think so.
Oh, you love Farmer's Boy. Do you know what? I love in Farmer's Boy, and what's the guy? He reminds me of like the little puppet things. Stingray. Is it Stingray?
Puppet. I heard puppet.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yes.
Farmer's Boy.
I am at least three people to most Americans. I am Farmer's Boy, Stingray, and Druss, and occasionally Matt as well.
No, you are not Stingray. Stingray and you are two different people. You might be English, and you might sound like you've got the same sort of English accent, but then you could say the same thing about me. What's that flat earther, that Scottish guy in Scotland? He sounds a bit like me, doesn't he?
What flat earther in Scotland?
There's a flat
Oh,
earther.
what, Dale? No, you don't say. Well, to us, obviously, to us Brits, you don't say anything like that.
Americans, he sounds like me.
Yeah. Well, you see, to Americans, I am confused for Stingray and Druss.
Thus, let me lay down to you. No one sounds like you.
Hold on, Chaik. Please, this one has, I smell it from a mile away, that it has the potential to be a triggering session. So let me read the super chat, get it out of the way, and then you guys take the floor. Shout out to Leo, $5 super chat. Just letting you know that NASA say I could send you this super chat. Leo, thank you very much, and please tell NASA thank you in my behalf for giving me your money for super chat. Shout out to that. I didn't happen to miss Gary mic up and attempt to defend his bushy, right? Maybe Gary, if you're here to jump in, let Chaik and Terz, they're gonna have a word for a minute, and then you can jump in, Gary. Here we go, darling. Go ahead, Chaik. Darling.
No, I just want Terz to know that nobody sounds like him. Nobody else.
I'm sure they do to some people that don't have an ear for language.
No, you're unmistakable.
Well, I'm Scottish. I think I've got a good ear for language, but I often mistake you for German. You know what I mean?
Well,
I know you're not German.
You mistake me, but I don't mistake you.
Oh, cool. Anyway, I just received an email from NASA saying that I have to give Jose a PayPal. So Jose, if you look at your PayPal, you know what I mean. NASA ordered me to give you some money, right?
Wait, well, hold on. NASA ordered you to touch his pee-pee?
Yeah. I had to pay for his PP.
Houston, we have a problem.
I'm just saying, I got an email from NASA, and I've got to do what NASA tells me. Right? As Brian Wiki or whatever the other Brian says, you're all shells to NASA. You know what I mean? NASA pays us, and then we've got to put the money. We've got to spread the money around. You know what I mean?
I see that there's big shout out to you, man. I see it 10 something, over $10 PayPal. I appreciate that. Will this help the slug get here? Well, the slug is on his way, man. The slug is on his way, so be patient. That those are the creatures that are attempting to invade us. They're getting there. Thank you, brother, for the PayPal. I appreciate it.
Not a problem. It would probably have been more dollars, no pound to dollars, but unfortunately, we've got a new. I don't want to go into politics, but we've got a new Prime Minister, and she made some changes today in a mini budget, and that meant that the pound went down to like $1.9, so $9.09, whereas it was $1.50 nearly before. But no, our politicians are so much better than yours.
All right. There's a question to be had. There's a debate to be had. Who has the worst microphone? I'm gonna give my opinion, and in this group right here, right now, we got Carl. Carl is here. Chaik, Doofus, Farmer's Boy, Gary, Nestle Wipes, and Ters, and myself. I think my microphone is not that bad and that shitty, but who has the shittiest microphone, like the worst? Right here, I say Gary Webenga, man. Right now. Usually, I mean, we don't know because I think Gary has spoken in a very clear microphone every once in a while, but the majority of I'd say 80% of the time, Gary has the shittiest microphone.
It's only because B-Ball's not here.
Exactly. Thank you. Thank you for bringing a contender. B-Ball is another one. Yes. Now we got.
I don't know whether it's because I think he's still using the same crappy wireless whatever that he used when he was stationed in Hawaii, because he's come all the way over to the mainland and he doesn't sound any better. So no matter where he is, I don't know.
And then you got Brian Leakey. Fuck's sake. This guy with the microphones, he is, I mean, I don't know, he's real flip-flopper with microphones.
I think that's usually because he's trying to eat it from the sounds of it.
I tried
don't
once.
know how you get a mic.
Sorry, go ahead.
I don't know how you get a microphone to sound that bad, unless it's just on his phone and it's been dropped in everything everywhere. I don't know.
Because I think I tried with my phone once and I went really close to talk and you guys like, whoa, it's really loud. And then I just talk like I'm talking to you right now, like using the microphone like normal distance away from your hand, just talking normally like in a speaker, and sounds okay, I think.
Can I get a mic check?
I'm gonna.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm gonna defend Gary. I don't think his mic is bad. I think it's just a location issue. He usually speaks when he's doing stuff on a farm.
So I think also there's a problem when people try to log in and chat on Discord, whilst also try to watch YouTube, and they're on a phone in like a truck traveling down a motorway, and it's like that could add problems to it rather than us sitting at home on a laptop or a desktop or whatever,
Yeah, definitely.
Every time I mute myself in Discord, I'm yelling, "Why, God, why?"
I mean, I give them a bit of leeway for that, but what I don't give them leeway for is the stuff they say when they're got a bit. What?
Like get the mic to Gary. What's up, man?
Do I sound okay now?
Yes, actually, yes.
It just depends on which Bluetooth I have on, because when I'm at work, I like to use earbuds, and because I like to wear one so I can pay attention to everything going around me. And it doesn't work the best, and that's what happens a lot of times. I usually have that one on when I'm at work. Whenever you say something and then I switch to my other Bluetooth, then After that, you usually say it's okay. So
Yeah, but in this one, if you were in your area like near animals and loud noises, it will sound shitty, but it's because of that, the background noise, but not
well,
the
there is a
actual
lot of
microphone.
background noise when I'm at work. So there's stanchions
Yeah,
rattling
it's
around
clean.
and cows making noises and tractors and trucks. And
Yeah,
everything
it's
moving around. So.
clean now, man.
No, I
And a lot
get
of times
that.
there's a breeze.
I get that. Maybe trying to like talk to the internet through like a Bluetooth earphone, because that's when you know the earphone is also not what you're hearing, but you're using that as a microphone as well, and it's probably not the best. But that's just whatever you can use to communicate with people, is probably okay, but it's not the best, is what we're saying. Yeah.
So how does this sound?
It sounds okay now, but we don't know. You might have to get up and walk about the room while you're talking to us later, and go and push a button somewhere or whatever, and then it gets a bit ratty.
Well, now I'm just using the speaker on the phone. I don't even have anything on now.
Well, it's much better than just using your earpods. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, the earbuds are the problem. It's
Got it. We
and
got
plus
it.
one-
I think we got to figure it out. You have to have your couch or one of the couch to hold the phone while you work. Well, that helps.
well, a lot of times I also have my phone in my pocket. I don't know if that makes a difference. It might muffle things. I don't know. No, it shouldn't, because the voice should come through my earbud, right? The microphone on
Yeah,
my
it should
earbud.
do. Should do.
Yeah, it will do,
Depends
but
on how-
that's when you get all robotic, because it's trying to switch between the two things and doesn't know what thing it's going to pick up from. You might be
Yeah.
confusing it, you know what I mean? That's
Yeah, you get
Uh,
robotic because of signal, the phone signal.
No,
That's right.
usually it's just whenever you guys complain that my sound is bad. I have the earbud in one ear, so
Right. So
Yeah,
yeah,
'cause
Doofus, go ahead, man.
earbuds usually when you have them in both ears, the microphone is in a different spot than when it's just hanging out of one ear.
Really?
Yeah, so on my earbuds, the wire that connects the two earbuds together, the microphone is on that. But if I have only one earbud in, the microphone is farther from my face. So
Okay.
yeah. But the ones I use are wireless. I don't have they're just little earbuds all by themselves. There's no wire connecting them.
Yeah, that's what earbuds are. There's no wires in the earbuds.
Well, he was just talking about the two that have wires. He was talking about ones that have wires.
That's headphones, you know what I mean?
This is the-
I know
yeah,
he was
yeah,
just talking about that, and I wasn't talking about that. He was just talking about that.
right, they are earbuds that are connected to the phone wirelessly that have one wire that connects the two of them together.
No,
I seen that. Yeah, I seen that too.
There's no wires.
I seen those. I
Bluetooth.
had one first. I had one and we connected them, and it was behind my head. It was really cool, and it felt really
Yeah.
nice. Yeah.
Okay, I've never had a set of earphones that I put in.
Yeah, they were just the two earphones and the
connected by
cable
wire,
connecting them. Yeah, and it was
Yeah,
then wireless.
I've never had that. It's always been radio connected, not Bluetooth.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, but then those will have different microphones, Doofus, you think? Maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I've seen one that's like, the old Jawbone. Right?
I have one of those on right now.
Yeah, Jawbone
but-
had them where you could stick one in your ear and the microphone was protruding out of that.
Yeah, normally when you get a pair of earphones, they pair together when you put them in. Now, if you only want to use one, you normally have to go into the settings. You can push it. There's a wee button. You can push it several times to get it to set up for just one ear, and you normally have to do that. If you don't do that, then it's still trying to talk to the other earbud. You know what I mean? And that's why you might get some problems with your communication.
That's a good point. Yeah, if you got, I understand. Chris, I understand.
Set it up. Yeah,
I'll make it clear, right? Let's say I got two headphones, and when I got the two, the microphone is in the right. But I take my right and put it in the little case, click it to connect and recharge. If it doesn't click, if it doesn't start recharging, it's gonna think that it's still connected. So I'm gonna just leave it in my room and then walk away and trying to talk in the microphone. because I think it's in the left, but it's still in the box in the room, in the other room over there. I hear you. There you go. I made sense for what there was no sense what you were saying. Boom.
No. I get what you're saying. That's what I was trying to say. You know, one pod of the two is normally predominant, and that will be the main pod. It's normally
We got it.
right
We got
here.
it. Chris. We got it. We got
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
So not only that, I mean, I studied this in university, like, but
You got a degree on that. You got a degree on Bluetooth, like a
no,
doctor,
audio,
doctorate.
audio, not Bluetooth. But
Audio
I do
guy.
know Bluetooth is not really great for audio. So anybody that
isn't.
uses a Bluetooth headset is missing out basically on the quality.
Even the best headsets, the hundreds of dollars,
Yeah.
that should be the best.
It doesn't matter how much you pay for Bluetooth. It's the same quality compared to, you know, like 4G, 5G phone. Yeah.
Will it be
4G or
different?
5G phone is much better than Bluetooth. You know.
Have anybody attempted to do
Wi-Fi is
a
better than
comparison
Bluetooth.
video?
Yeah.
Somebody recording something that is coming via the Bluetooth sound somehow, and then just recording one directly, like wired sound. Should it be a graphic? Like what?
Yeah,
are we
the
looking?
fidelity is different. Like, man, you can tell from a Bluetooth audio to like a wired audio. There's a complete. I mean, it's night and day.
Yeah, because it needs to compress the data, and therefore it's usually a lossy, compression, and therefore you'll lose fidelity when it passes up from one Bluetooth to the other, and that's why you have within your phones and stuff all these settings to improve the sound quality that's coming in. Yeah.
Terse, hold on. You're going to start getting yourself into trouble now, because absolutely every Bluetooth audio standard now that you would use today they're all lossy, every single one of them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The difference for voice communication on the Bluetooth spec is that it's narrowband instead of wideband. The music playback stuff, that's all wideband, and the voice stuff is all narrowband.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, if you're trying to transfer something from Bluetooth to Bluetooth, it's not going to be as good as if you were using Wi-Fi, because the amount of the frequencies that you could pass over Bluetooth are different. They're lower settings than what you would get in Wi-Fi. Is what I'm saying.
That's not entirely true either. You can send uncompressed audio over Bluetooth. It just takes forever. You're totally allowed to send the full uncompressed stream.
But people aren't waiting. People don't want to wait for sort of stuff to download on Bluetooth. They want it instant, and that's why it's less quality. Whereas in Wi-Fi, you're getting it instantly at the same time that you're getting your Bluetooth, and it's just better quality because there's more bandwidth.
Right. The primary goal in the voice setup, why they have it as narrowband, is for each of the packets to be smaller in size so that the latency is lower than when we're doing Bluetooth audio streaming to like a Bluetooth speaker to play music. That can be as high latency as you want, and the quality is more important there. That's why they do it.
But yeah, I think I'd say the same thing without going into technical details.
The point is, though, that Bluetooth is inferior to any other kind of wired system.
I wouldn't say it's inferior to every, but it's inferior to Wi-Fi.
Right. It's designed to be inferior. That's what they've done is they've done frequency hopping. It's built into Bluetooth, so it routes around any interference that may occur on the same spectrum, because it has to share spectrum with Wi-Fi, 2.4 gigahertz.
So what they understand is most people's hearing, if you look at the ordinary normal person's hearing, so long as you can transmit certain frequencies at certain volumes, it's going to sound mostly the same as what it would be if you were talking to a person in front of you.
Yeah.
You understand?
This
Yeah, yeah.
this kind of reminds me of the argument on like vinyl versus CD. You know, it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah,
But
you have to have an engineer's ear to notice the difference.
Well, I can tell the difference between a vinyl because they usually all have like a breathy sound, like a wind sound, like it's something, slightly something in the background that you can hear that is not there with CDs and higher.
There's more frequencies that your ears pick up that you don't normally hear in normal conversations on a phone. So on a DVD is digital, and there's some things that are missed there, but on an audio recorded, wax, plastic disc, all that air, all that space is also in there, and you get those lower level and higher level frequencies that you don't even know you're hearing in normal conversations with people, but they're there on records and they're not there on digital.
I used to go clubbing when I was a lot younger, and back in those days, a lot of DJs used to play records, but there were frequencies that you probably couldn't hear, but you could feel them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
sound system. Yeah, you could feel them, which is something that you don't get with CDs.
You don't get it with DVDs. You don't get it with digital because they're missing. They're just not there. They don't record them. They don't digitize them because they don't think that they're necessary, because they aren't necessary for your ear, but they're necessary for your body to feel it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
when you're in a live circumstance.
YouTube was kind of YouTube actually. YouTube were purposes, and they were pushing CDs technology back at that time, and they were kind of disappointed with the sound of cymbals. Kind of, it's crazy. It just loses the what's that called? Basically, it crushes the sound. It's like distorted.
I'm kind of lost with what you said. So cymbals do what?
The cymbals were crushed on what specifically? You said CDs or
like
vinyl?
Distortion. There's not really distortion. The digital technology at that time, they couldn't reproduce the sound of the high frequency cymbals.
Yeah, they can't capture the space in between the digital up and down. Yeah, okay, yeah.
That's called a transient. There was an issue with MP3 at the time, because the MP3 encoders that people had access to were not the ones that did it better. That they just had the cheap one that came with whatever computer or software that they had at the time. MP3 is complicated, where you could choose while you're encoding the audio the length of each frame and how much frequency data you can pack into each frame. And at the time, there were plenty of encoders out there that didn't do that, but they always chose the exact same frame size, so all transients always sound like crap.
Well, I wouldn't say they sound like crap. They just don't sound as real as non-digital audio.
Well, I mean, I would call that crap. I'd say if a cymbal sounds like instead of the actual cymbal sound, that's
you don't get the very high frequencies and the in-between frequencies, and therefore it's not just that your body doesn't feel it, but your ear doesn't feel those audio waves, because they're not being produced when they're digitally produced. So you can play someday like a digital audio file of a cymbal, and then you can hit a cymbal in front of them, and they will know the difference because you will hear it. There is a difference.
It's about the data, because the higher the frequency, the more data it needs to transfer. Like the frequency of cymbals comes over like 10 kilohertz probably, and that's a lot of data for a computer or for compression to happen. You have to fit it all to CD, and at the time, basically the first technology, digital technology, that could actually beat the analog technology of that time was probably the high resolution CDs, or what were they called? High resolution ones that were like, I think Blu-rays. They were the first that could beat
That was the Blu-ray,
analog.
the video recording. You talk Blu-ray, yeah.
I just want to clear one thing up real quick. As far as CDs, there's no additional data for any given frequency. All frequencies are represented with the same amount of data in a CD stream.
Yeah, a CD or a DVD. No, they sound the same to each other. But if you go back to the old, cassette tapes were, they actually captured more audio than what the CD and DVD did. You could actually hear the cymbal better on a cassette tape than you would on a CD or DVD.
That's no, not cassette tape.
Questionable, but I would argue the point.
He does have a point. I mean, they're in terms of capturing audio, tape was a lot superior to CDs. In terms
at 15 inches per second,
the frequencies that you could capture, yeah.
Well,
at 15 inches per second, tape was awesome, but at cassette tape is 3 3/8, or what is it?
No,
3
I'm not
3/4
talking,
inches per second.
I'm not talking about the cassette tapes that you would play back on your stereo system.
No, I'm talking about 8
1 inch 15.
What? Yeah. There was band tape, that you would use for making audio stuff and printing it off, making a record of it. Right? I'm a trained sound engineer. I used to work in a sound studio that me and my brother built in the pond for a while. Right? I know what I'm talking about. Right? And tape was better than CD or TV. Well, at the time we started, it was tape, and then we moved to CD. I was unimpressed by the audio quality, and that's all I'm going to say. I need to go and get a drink. I'll be back now, man. Right?
Shout out to a super chat from Mr. Malort, dude. I don't know, it's like a miracle that I get super chat when we were going on the route. But he says, stop being boring. Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much. Those are
It's time for me to bring up something else that nobody cares about, just to be boring. There was micro cassette tapes, like those used in answering machines. There was one that was about that same size that could record helically onto that surface and recorded stereo sound that was almost CD quality.
Nice.
That's not much. CD was not really good. But anyway, has anybody tried MD mini discs? They were very superior.
Yeah, I was very hungry the other day, and I was very hungry the other day, and I ate one that they weren't bad. I tried that.
Yeah, they had a nice compression mechanism there for making it so that it could approach CDs, but it can't be superior to CDs. It's just impossible.
Yeah, I'm back, guys. I'm sorry, I missed the course.
We didn't miss you, Thurs. We didn't miss you.
I know you did. I know you didn't miss. I'm just wondering.
Yeah, there's a discussion going. There's something going.
That happened.
I have still got MD Walkman, mini disc Walkman. That was like a little portable recorder that I used to record my own gigs before, back in the time when I was still playing music. And I don't think anything comes really close to that quality of that time. Like when we were playing and recording on mini disc, that was just very good quality.
It's a fantastic recordable media. Yes.
Yeah, but back in the 80s, the first computer that I bought was the Atari. I think it was the Atari. God, I can't remember. Atari something.
Did you get the ST?
No, it was Atari. I think it was the Atari 510 ST or something like that. And then I upgraded to the Atari
1020.
1020 ST. Yeah. But the only reason I bought that was because, I also bought the Wasp. If any of you know anything about synthesizers, I was like the keyboard player and the songwriter singer as well in the band. And I bought the Wasp. It had 2 oscillators, so you could, do a lot of different programming, and just with, twisting knobs, you get lots of different really excellent sounds out of it. But it was one of these things where it was a high note priority. It wasn't real keys. It was just a fixed board, and it went with, the electric, of the touch of your finger through the plastic on the keys to, connect to the keyboard and make it a note play. So you couldn't play chords, but it was pretty good for what it was. That was my first synthesizer.
That was the first sentence of Thursday. He got 3 sentences for us. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm sorry. Yeah,
No, you didn't just fucking say that.
I'm done now. Okay, I'm done. Okay.
Damn. That happened. Fucking hey.
520 and 1040. Okay.
Damn. Hey, I gotta stop being bored, man. Help. No,
Come on, we can talk about more computers with MIDI ports, man.
No, man.
No.
It should be triggered, and I haven't get Gary triggered yet.
How many musicians are here actually? Like
I'm
who play music?
I'm trying to find a way how to piss Gary off so we can get triggered and honor
We can talk about pseudo perspective.
Oh, pseudo perspective. That doesn't sound real to me.
Yeah, let's talk about the solar equinox. Yeah.
No, more
Yeah,
down
that
to
does
earth.
happen.
Down to earth, yeah. More down to earth. We got to bring it down to something, to stuff that we can do here. Like force perspective, it is something visual, optic, something invented or made up or something, right? Is that real? Pseudo perspective?
To the brain.
What is it? What is pseudo perspective? If it's a real thing.
I don't do drugs, sorry.
Gary, where you at, man? Help us out here. What even is that? I'm gonna Google it.
I've been looking in the background for one of those videos, because you know how people will draw a tiny circle on the screen on Lake Pontchartrain photos to say that's the size of the Earth. I'm trying to find one of those. Does anybody have a link to some Flat Earther video that did that, where they just drew a circle on the screen?
Wasn't it Brian Leakey?
Yeah, Brian Leakey
did it, huh?
Yeah,
Oh,
have a look in this channel. I'm sure he did it not too long ago.
Dude, hey, I got the definition of pseudo perspective. Urban Dictionary says, and I'm gonna hold on to this. I'm gonna take a screenshot so I can save the definition. Pseudo perspective, an imaginary rule of optics, strongly smelling of the ass it was plugged out of.
Oh yeah, so it does.
So remember, everybody, pseudo perspective, and I repeat, an imaginary rule of optics, strongly smelling of the ass it was plugged out of. Thank you very much.
Strongly smelling of the ass it was plucked out of, that sad basement-dwelling, science-averse clowns employ in a desperate and pathetic attempt to prop up their ongoing denial of reality. See perspective. And I believe we might possibly have known who posted this. Shout out to Sammy Rowbotham. This is posted March the 24th last year.
Doofus, what do you think about that definition?
I'm only half listening while I'm looking through Brian Leakey's channel, and my brain is hurting.
I think if I may read out the next paragraph, you might get clues to who this guy's talking about, and I quote: "The whole video of Lake Pontchartrain is pseudo perspective. because of the extreme zoom of the camera compressing the background into the foreground, completely destroying my delusional version of reality into what I desperately call pseudo-reality.
Oh my.
So we have pseudo perspective, we have strong perspective, we have forced perspective. I wonder what perspective all these flappers are talking about when they say it's all about perspective.
Somebody mute theirs. No, I didn't.
Do you want me to?
But you get what I'm saying. What perspective are they talking about when there's multiple perspectives, or there's multiple words for the way we use perspective?
I find what they generally mean, what they generally do is, if it's something that's due to perspective, they've got 140 other reasons for it. If it isn't down to perspective, they call it perspective. They generally exist in opposite day.
So we already got an Urban Dictionary definition. Now, what Gary calls for shortening, that is pseudo perspective.
Oh, found it. There we go.
Found it, nailed it. What is it? What you got? I like the music.
All right. This is what I was looking for.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, thank you for pointing me to Brian Leakey there. Yeah, so this is some of what Gary was talking about. Basically, the Earth has to be this small, and it's this circle that's drawn in a plane parallel to the photographic plane.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's not okay for somebody that claims to know perspective.
Oh, is that a flat curve?
Oh, what we at? All right, I can hear. God.
Yeah, this is not how perspective works, folks.
Yeah. You would never see that. I mean, no. That's not perspective, is it? No.
That's almost right. It does just need to be 39, 59 miles big, and you need to rotate it a bit to be the same angle of the bridge, and it will fit perfectly.
Yeah. Yeah, key point there. You can't have the circle in a plane parallel to the photographic plane. That doesn't make sense.
I bet you if you went over that bridge and measured it, it would be flat and level, and now we've got a flat level curve.
It wasn't funny, but it does.
But then,
I think the
But that
circle
made it
should be
funny.
clear, not the blue. Water is clear, it's not blue. The circle should be clear.
Water does have an ever so slight blue tinge to it. But I know what you mean.
You know what I mean when I say that if you went every 50 metres across that bridge, it would be flat and level. And then the other side, if you measure it
level.
from one side to the other, it would be flat and level across
It's
the
level.
whole bridge.
Earth. We all been to Earth. Don't need to explain this.
It is a flat level curve, really. Brian Wiki, get in, or Brian, whatever he was, get in here. We'll show you a flat level curve.
oh man.
Oh, Terrace, I think I have the exact meme or whatever somebody made. This is for you as soon as I find it.
I've found the perfect song for Flappers. It's by Pink Floyd.
No, don't sully the good name of Pink Floyd, please.
There. So there's your flat curve.
Yep.
Now this is related to things like elevation profiles on Google Earth. They'll tell We just had actually a conversation yesterday with DP, Domesticated Primate, about elevation profiles on Google Earth being planar, or whatever that's supposed to mean. So that's somehow evidence that the Earth has no curvature. I can't with these people.
Have you been hanging out in Geo server again?
Yeah, I did. That's where that was.
I know, because he sent me, he DM'd me an invite to go and watch it, and it's like, I'm sorry, I'll be staring at the wall. It's vastly more entertaining.
Oh, the best part of the whole thing was he also sent an invite to B-Ball, to Earth is Life. So, of course, during the conversation, when he was asking for questions, B-Ball started asking a question. 2 words into it, he decided he didn't want to hear anything that he had to say. The person he invited.
That's about right.
Yeah,
That's a bit normal, yeah.
Yeah.
makes sense to me. It's very rare that I hear that when people is invited to other places, they are able to talk like they're full, just having a normal conversation. It's rare when it's from 2 different sides trying to talk, disagreeing with a point.
I can talk to Bebo and I can talk to Yellowbird, and I would rather talk to Yellowbird than Bebo because Bebo is just an ass, whereas Yellowbird,
Really? Wow.
Yellowbird is entertaining.
Wow, what did people do to you? Come on, I want to hear. What's going on?
Lemonbird is entertaining as in the same way as an extreme dose of the shits is entertaining.
No. He's entertaining in the same way that I used to love, like, the what do you call them? No, John Quees and stuff. No, that crazy shit. They did lots of crap, but it didn't make any sense, but it was funny. Whereas Bebo, he's too serious and it doesn't get through to me. I'm sorry.
Damn.
I think Lemonbird is one of the contestants. Contestant in a word salad competition.
Oh yeah.
Yes, he is, and he's fucking great at it.
No, he's not. If you listen to him for any length of time, he just keeps spouting the same old shit again and again and again. And take a drink every time he says ether.
or
Satano atheism or some such shit. I mean, he's off his fucking rocker.
Yeah, electrical anything. Drink.
Oh man. Electro boom.
Ooh, did you really just say Electro Boom?
Yes, I did.
Oh, here we go.
Nah. I like it.
Oh dear.
There you go.
There you go. Damn, that was quick. Yeah, look at the sexiness. I mean, he's a man, but I can see the sexiness in that. What's going on above the eyes, man? Whatever's going on over there,
You make it wiggle.
Yeah.
Oh, and Farmer's Boy, the short version of the whole thing, because you probably don't want to catch the whole 3 hours or whatever, is he's trying to triangulate over a body of water and establishing those triangles. He says all of the triangles must lie in the same plane. Of course, yes, I know. This is, of course,
Why?
This is, of course, the same argument as, well, level is horizontal. Well, I mean, you're not testing for that now, are you?
No. He's really still espousing the same old gobshite that Bev is.
Yeah.
Oh,
First, we assume level is horizontal, then we make a test for it's something that's not going to tell us anything. There we go.
Yes, but have you actually tested that level is horizontal? No, you've just assumed it.
Yeah. And what he responds with is, well, then the water would be flowing, like Bev.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
But level is already horizontal because he decided to.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, he has declared that level is horizontal, and that's good enough for him. He's not going to test it because he doesn't need to, because
he says so.
reasons.
I mean,
He
Yeah,
says so. So
Well,
I came in.
I'll,
I came into the conversation like I entered in specifically because he said something as silly as when he was establishing, one triangle, and then he's using 2 points from that first triangle and establishing a new point. That guarantees that his second triangle is in the same plane as the first triangle. He said that, so I of course had to jump in and say, no, that's not true. 4 points do not necessarily need to lie in the same plane. He didn't agree to that, of course.
of course.
what does he
17.
agree with? What does even he agree with in the bigger picture? I don't think he agree with any topics that you gotta say because you're already predefined as a liar and as a you're just talking shite.
He actually said those words specifically. That
something like that,
everyone that's talking to him is doing that.
Yeah.
But,
Hey,
the flat earthers will say, well, did you measure it? Did you take a tape measure and measure it? When I was 17, 18, I was working with, engineers who were building a motorway with bridges and roundabouts that were elevated off the ground. And we would move from one area to another area, and we would use the stuff that had already been done by other engineers. We would just get that in a bit of paper, and then we would work from those, those calculations. We didn't go and measure everything ourselves because, that would take another 3 months, right? So we just worked from those. You accept other people had already done the work. It's like, you stand on the shoulders of the greats that went before you. What earthers seem to think that everybody's got to measure everything. They don't take anything on principle, It's like.
I heard some laugh, like from Sean Hawking's show. I have to say, I like the music.
I like the music. I don't know what they're singing. I don't know, it's the rhythm, something in the style and the rhythm is cool. I like it. Generic songs, like generic salsa songs. There's a competing live, Jose. Yeah, I'm not into competition today. Today I don't have the average viewers, a little bit less, but still with 34 viewers, let's say. Who else? There's other people live. Somebody with 21. I don't know.
I just clicked a thumb up because I forgot to do it. So 22 now.
33 watching, there you go. Oh, I don't care about Naufal, the Flat Earth, or Bro Sanchez. That's all history to me, man. I don't watch any of them. That's all news. Lel for $5. Lel, thank you very much, man. There's the cows and there's the moon. Dear Farmer's Boy and NASA. This is for both. Dear Farmer's Boy and NASA. Thank you for the pay. Now I can super chat Jose. Thank you very much, Lale. You are awesome.
Lale, you're not supposed to. Oh, you weren't supposed to tell anyone. Because Mabbit thinks you're the new paymaster. If he knows that money's coming from me, geez.
Who's in the quarters? That's George Washington, right? In the American quarters. 25
I have
coins.
no idea what you're talking about.
I got one yesterday from 2022, and he's looking to the other side. George Washington. It's the first time that I've seen him looking to the other side on a quarter. So I'm gonna save that. Probably gonna be old now like that, but still, I held one in my hands yesterday. It looks strange. I go like, what the fuck? It's nice.
I've just got to say, I think NASA's racist against Scotch people because they sent me an email to give you 10 quid, but they never sent me any money. So what's going on? Wales getting money from NASA and I'm not, but they're telling me I've got to pay you. I'm upset. NASA's are racist against Scottish people. That's what I think.
Isn't that something, farmers, right? That after all your life, all my life, 47 years, I probably held coins and touched coins in my hands since I don't know, since I was a 1 year old, who knows, when I was a baby, some coins and shit. So I probably held a quarter. So in 47 years, the first time, that was yesterday, that I held 1 quarter with a different face, like with the different style on the face. It's crazy. That's a big event.
How often do you actually look at your quarters?
I often don't. So, but that the date is 2022. I had quarters from 2021, and I don't know if they put the guy looking to the other side. But I know in the 2022 is it's a new thing from 2022, I guess. It's cool.
I guess so. Yeah, maybe. I don't know their policy on coins in the States, whether they do swap them around every now and then or whatever, but I think because certainly over here the coins always face the same direction.
Yeah, in the nickels, the nickels have been changing. The 5 cents coin, 5 cents has been changing. You know, like the face. You know, it looks odd, strange, or whatever. But the quarter, no, never, man. And the back of the quarter, yes, but the front, never. It's nice.
Are you still using money?
Yes.
We use phones in here.
I have a nickel right here.
I think we should move on to talk about the moon and the stars, because I don't want to start talking about money and how it affects us, because
I don't.
That gets into politics. Let's go back to the moon and the stars.
That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about how cool the coins and the the coins look and the dollar bills.
Over here, it's always the monarch's head is on our coin.
I don't care. I don't care about that.
I care. Stay quiet because I care. I ask. I want to talk about.
And what they do is every time the monarch, be it a king or queen, dies, the next monarch, their face faces the other way. So on all of our coins at the moment, the queen is facing to the right. Now we're now going to have to make new money, new notes, new coins. All the coins made with King Charles' head on, he will be facing the left.
Wow.
And then when he dies,
Canada?
That's cool.
No, and when he dies and William takes over and becomes king, he will face to the right like his grandmother does. It's just one of those things we do over here.
It's not really a thing we need to care about, because coins last a long time. And the paper money, well, we don't use paper money. They're actually taking them out of circulation, and we have to use the plastic money now. And that's going to last a long, long time.
That's after the apocalypse, after the, when we are in one of those movies where the war is, all the money is burned, then the coins are valuable. But for now, paper money is good. I'll take it.
Well, in Britain, they're actually saying, there's a date where paper money is not going to be accepted anymore. So any paper money you've got to hand it in now and change it for the plastic money we use, because after a certain date, it's not going to be valued anymore.
Yeah,
next month. A bit of paper. Yeah. Next month. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, coins last a long time, and we don't make coins that often. We do make money, like your 10, 20s and 50s. In fact, we don't have hundreds anymore. We used to, but we don't have hundreds now. 50 is the biggest denomination in currency, as folding money.
No hundreds. It's no hundreds.
No hundreds in Britain. No, it's 50 pounds. That's the highest denomination now.
Is that true? Farmers, do you have any $100 bill?
No, we don't. 5, 10, 20, and 50. That's it.
Damn. So have you held some $100 bills, like Americans or something? Have you ever grabbed one?
It's better than €500 bill.
Farmers never held $100 bills like American bills.
No.
Wow.
And all of our notes now, they're not printed on paper anymore. They're printed on polymers, so they're like plasticky, and that's what Tersa was referring to. Next month, if you've got any any notes that are the old paper type, tough. You can't use them.
You have to hand
Really?
them in
What,
now.
what kind of bullshit is that?
No, this is something that's been
Can
coming
you
for a
change
long
it?
time.
Can you go and change it back?
Well, I mean, between now and next month, if you happen to have any old paper notes at home, you can just take them into the bank and say, just pay these into my account, and then it's taken care of. Or you just swap them for new ones, swap them for the new. But the new ones have been around for ages.
Yeah, the new one's going to get old pretty fast. When you have the king on new note, which will also make these notes expire at some time.
No, none of this has anything to do with the king or queen. It's to do with being able to, copy it. No, illegally.
It doesn't matter who does it have to do with. It doesn't matter who. What matters is the event that you gotta use your own money or it will expire. What the fuck is that, man? That shouldn't be a thing.
It's to stop people printing fake bills. That's what it's all about.
Yep.
Oh, you think that it'll stop them?
Yeah, I never held a pound in my hands like a whatever UK money, British, whatever currency. I don't know. I don't think I grab. Argentinian. From Argentina, I grabbed some. I don't know how they call them, pesos or pesetas or whatever it is.
It's real unusual. I mean, America, all your bills are the same. Every 100 bill, every 50, every 20, every 10, every 5. They're all the same, no matter what state you're in, But in Britain, it's different. You've got English, £10 notes. You've got Scottish £10 notes, Bank of Scotland. And you've also got, what is the name of it? There's a couple others. I think they've got at least 4 different people in Britain who can mint or print, currency.
What's important now is there anybody with a $10,000 bill laying around that want to hit me up, send it to me or something? $10,000 bills we're looking for. Justin Frank said that there used to be.
Oh, I just found out the 500 euro note was discontinued. They stopped making them.
What's there $500? Really? Was there $500?
Euro, 500 euro. And they stopped making that anymore.
Why would you have the 500 euro note? You couldn't go into a garage and get change for a 500 euro note if you're spending 30 euros. Are they going to give you 4 100 euros and a 50 and a 20, 2 20s and a 10? How the hell are you going to change a 500? This is why we don't have a large, denominator.
But we do have one incredibly huge banknote in the UK.
Yeah.
We have £100 million banknote.
Nice. Can you mail one to me, please?
There is only one, and it's how they put it, non-transferable. It exists. It's called Titan. That's its nickname, Titan. And it's used to back the value of Scottish and Northern Irish banknotes. So it's guaranteeing their value. It's a £100 million note. And it's a real thing. And you can't go and spend it anywhere. But it's used to guarantee the value of Scottish and Irish money.
It's not in circulation. It's held within a bank's vault. Correct. It doesn't go anywhere. Yeah.
What about goats? What about goats? Have anybody used goats to pay?
Goats?
Yeah.
No, not for some hundreds.
How will you pay with goats if you're just buying small stuff?
I think he's thinking
you pay with something smaller, wouldn't you?
I think he's thinking of the old groat. Not goat, but the old groat. GROAT.
Fur, goat fur. We can pay the small bills.
You see, this is why we have money now, because it's easier than the barter system, which is what you're going on about, paying with goats and chickens and stuff like that. It's a lot easier to pay with money, even easier now if it doesn't actually exist.
Can I pay with scrubs, like the big fat? Are those called scrubs? Big fat, white, juicy, like worms.
Huh? Oh, you mean grubs?
Grubs. Scrubs. I like that. What an ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, grubs are good to pay. I guess they're edible.
I thought that what Jose was talking about when he says goat, I thought he was talking about the groat. The
Yeah,
old
no,
Scottish, the old
he's talking
Scottish
about
term
goats.
for.
Talking about actual goat, like
Okay.
meh. Goat, yeah.
All right, well, I didn't. I thought you were mistaken. Goat for groat. But if you think we pay people in goats,
I never misspeak words.
No, never. You're very good with your words, aren't you?
See,
Oh dear.
Grenade Head. Are you there?
More
Grenade
calling
Head?
awesome.
Yeah, he only want to say something like say things very controversial. That's why he doesn't participate anymore. He said, "You guys are boring. You don't want to talk about real shit."
I'm here. I'm just I'm cutting the grass right now and listening to you guys talk about currency.
All right.
I got to say, your microphone
Shut up,
sounds
Thirst.
like shit.
Shut up, Thirst.
I got like 2 acres to cut here, so you guys are keeping me entertained.
Good. It's slow talk, but it's fun. It's fun. I appreciate that, man.
Bring
yeah.
your goats. Bring your goats there, and they can eat the grass.
That's great. Also, yeah, by segments, yeah.
Yeah, I could pay in grass clippings. I have a few million of them here. Want some grass clippings?
Isn't that what like hay, right? Yeah.
Hey, yeah, hay will work.
Make the blocks, make some bales, some piles, and sell them.
I already have some leaves falling off the trees. You want some leaves? I'll pay in leaves.
That's nice, man. Because if you got a big yard and you don't have leaves, you can buy a pile of it, and then your dog can have fun in it.
Yep.
Are they cannabis leaves?
No, I don't have any of those. I got snakes. I ran over a couple of them today. I got parts of snakes if you want.
Like those two, so you can prank your other half, your partners. Just buy a real snake and hide it wherever they're gonna go, in the toilet or under the blankets, in the bed, etc.
Oh, we the cats bring them in the house.
Every snake has got to be a headband, isn't it? That's got to be a hat band. I mean, every hat needs a band, and you can make every snake. You've got to make a band out of that, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep cutting here. So
go ahead, man. Go ahead. Thank you for jumping.
Carry on, and please keep the world round as long as you can.
Yeah, man.
Okay, we'll do that. Just for you.
Well, we don't need to do that because it is round, and it's got nothing to do with whether we want to do it or not.
Tess, you keep spoiling it. Oh, for fuck's sake.
No,
specifically asked us to keep it round, so we're going to keep it round for him, okay?
Tess, anything you said on Bebo, twice on you.
Uh-oh.
Shots fired.
Yeah.
Okay, I just got an email from gravity. I just got an email from NASA. I've got to go out the back with my hammer and start bashing the Earth to make it round.
Yeah, they emailed me back that I should contact Chinese space agency, not NASA. That I'm in different country.
Yep.
You notice all these motorway stuff and all these big diggers everywhere. That's NASA paying people to go out and make the world round.
Where did that money go? Let's say they gotta buy parts, right? They gotta buy a circuit breaker box, and that breaker box is gonna cost $5 million. So these $5 million are paid to who? To the store where they buy it? Is it a store, or is it the actual NASA employees? I don't know. They just put them together, and then they gotta buy the materials, right? So they split this whatever $5 million for the part and they want to buy it in pieces. So one part is $100,000. Other part I need 200 of these ones. Those are I don't know, $100 each. I need 20 of these rolls, and those cost $50,000 each. Is that it? And then the store benefits where the parts are bought from. Go ahead. Anybody have any idea how that money is split? Because it's so many millions and billions of dollars. So somebody, some store, some place where they refurbish their parts to build more shit, and where they buy this stuff, those places are getting the money. Who are them? Where did they get this shit? I mean, or is it just in NASA and they just keeping the money on this house?
I don't know, but I want to join in.
Get no idea, but I keep seeing roadworks everywhere, and the more roadworks I see, the rounder the Earth gets. So I think NASA's paying all these people to make the world round. They're big giant lumps out the Earth and then piling it up in other places and they're making this flat world round. Eventually, even if it isn't round, it's going to be round. Because NASA's paying for it.
But on the other side, it's really interesting. Like, so many ways they have to deal with so many things. Like, if you take a look at the temperature differences they have to deal with when they send anything to space. Like, even if in the rotation they have to deal with like difference of a few 100 degrees of Celsius. I know because cables I run the telescope sometimes in the winter, and the cables get so stiff that they break. And like, for me, it's a big problem. Just simple cables, and they got minus 10 degrees centigrade, and they crumble. Not really crumble, but they break.
No, but the thing is, right, we all live in different countries, right? So how many people here live not in England and not in America and not in France? And do you see people digging and doing stuff with big, gigantic, sort of like trucks and stuff like that? Don't you think they're making the Earth round? I mean, they're turning a flat Earth into a round Earth. They've been telling us about it for years, and now they're doing it. And they've got the money. They've squeezed all the money out of us, and now they're spending it and making the flat Earth.
Right.
Hello, I'm new. Somebody.
Hello,
join.
new.
Oh. Hello.
Hello, I'm new. I just got back.
Is it a happy day? Is there any UFC today, Ultimate Fighting? I usually got that checked out by this time now. So UFC Saturday. UFC. October 1st. Yeah, in this. We good? But I gotta get out of here very shortly. I'm fucking starving. And I cannot buy anything because I don't got enough money. But still, I wouldn't buy nothing because I know I got ingredients and stuff. So I'm gonna just go and cook me something for today and tomorrow.
Okay, Jose, if I was to send you another $30, how quickly would you get that and be able to buy something to eat?
Instantly.
Instantly? Well, I'm going to give you $30 on PayPal, mate. That what I'm going to give you $30 on PayPal, and then you can get yourself a fucking taco or something, mate.
Fucking hey. Dude, I'll take it, man. I mean, if you send it, fucking hey, I'll do that, man. I'll buy something.
Never eaten taco.
Or something.
Well, yes, hold on a second, Omega. Stop. Bye. All right. I'll tell you what I've been doing actually for cheap food. As long as breakfast is going on around here, I can get a chicken McGriddle for $1.69 and get another one for free. So I get 2 sandwiches, and it's terrible for you, but it tastes amazing.
Nice, man.
I'm glad you said that. That reminds me to get the chicken out of the freezer. I'm going to go make up some curry tomorrow. I'd forgotten about that.
All right, Gary posted something over here.
Okay, so Jose, I just sent you, I think it was 38 quid, but it's what,
Holy
$33.
shit,
Right? Like, go and get something to eat, mate. Fuck me.
Fucking hey, I'm checking that out, bro. Dude, I actually do have it. Holy shit. It's something, Jose, with 31.33 for I got it, man. Fucking hey, thank you very much, Thurs. Yeah, I'm gonna order me something. In Uber Eats.
Dude, I've got your back, man. If I could send money like that to Puerto Rico or to the Ukraine, if I had a channel to do that and help those people, I would be doing that every week as well, because those people need help from people like me who are sitting high up in my ass, not worrying about shit. I've got a extra dollars here. I can fucking give people that, You need it, man. I'm here for you. But I would love to be able to do that for the people in Puerto Rico and the people in fucking the Ukraine. I'm looking how I can help them. I would donate it, but it's hard because fucking the internet is.
There's people that helps. You cannot,
anyway.
one cannot, support everything and go. You try to give to everybody. It is what it is, I appreciate those who give, who can give a little. So thank you, man. How was that cost today?
I'll get you a burger or, some burger and chips or something, you know what I mean? Cool, man,
Trolls, Vast and Guards. He say that the music is a very bad idea. Yeah, when there's nobody talking right now, and it can sound annoying to you. It takes some getting used to.
No,
Actually,
I like it.
Yeah, I like it too. By the way, I have one question. I'm not sure how is it over in your countries, but in here, many people just went from listening music to watching TikTok short videos. So people are really getting out of touch from music. So if I ask who's your favorite band or who's your favorite singer, they have a hard time to name one person, one singer, or one band. Is it happening the same in your countries?
Yeah,
especially with young children, especially
right, because they know the TikTok video that song is in, so they know their favorite TikTok that their song is in. They don't know who did it or anything. Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, it might be a generational thing as well, because I don't touch TikTok, but I spend a lot of time in the car and I've got the radio on. So, I'm quite often at home. I've either got the radio on or, playing some music. I like to have music in the background, which is why I like what Jose's doing. But yeah, it might be I don't know what the kids are doing these days.
I don't spend a lot of time on TikTok, but I have jumped in and out of it. But from what I've found with TikTok, it's pretty much the same as what a lot of my nieces and nephews do with their phones. They're going from one thing, Facebook and TikTok and other things, blah, 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 back and forward. They're not really spending any time. I mean, for instance, on TikTok, you're not listening to a whole song, a whole 3 or 4 minute song. It's like 30 seconds. You know what I mean? 40 seconds, and that is it's TikTok. What I've spent some time recently is watching people reacting to music that they've never heard before, and a lot of it ends up being 70s and 80s music. And they're like, oh, this is fantastic, and oh, the lyrics and the music. Why don't we have bands like that now? Yeah, you don't have bands like that now because you don't go to fucking college and learn anything.
I wanna say sorry to John Hansen because he is God and he blames me. It is my fault, John Hansen. My apologies. Yes, you're right.
Thank you for intervening, Jose. I've said enough, but go on,
I
people.
needed to say that. That was very important for me to apologize because he is God, John Hansen.
Oh no, I'm just saying, young people today, they listen to things, but they don't listen to enough of it, and they don't look into the background of it or when it was made and stuff. Just spend some time to find things out.
The fuck are you to tell them what to listen to and how much time to spend on it?
I'm not telling them what to listen to. I'm saying when you listen to a thing, find out when it was made, when it was first recorded, who recorded it, what was the time. Oh my God! You're another one of these people. Oh, I don't care. You don't care about anything. If you don't care about anything, you're contributing to the fucking decline of society. You fucking idiot.
Yeah, sure. Because knowing who wrote the song and who sings it, that adds anything to the song, right?
It's not about that. It's not really about that. It's more about like they hear 10 seconds of the songs and they make opinion about a song. Well, many old songs would not stand chance in now generation because people just don't have the attention span. They don't, like when we started to listen to music, we were always what's next after this. But nowadays children, they just don't have patience to listen a song, so they hear 10 seconds, then maybe a little bit boring for them, and they skip the rest of the song. Then maybe 7 minutes and would be like really great song.
Agree to disagree.
So I'm just going to say, right, so Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, they have intros that last 3 minutes. You're listening to just music for 3 minutes before there's even a word spoken, a song sung, right? How the hell are people who have got an attention span of 30 seconds ever going to hear the lyrics where they're like, oh, that's, 30 seconds, that's boring, boom, and they're gone. It's like, we used to listen to like 20-minute songs. Nowadays, if they don't catch my attention in 30 seconds, I'm fucking out of here. You know what I mean?
What are you talking about? Not 30 seconds, 5 seconds or 10 seconds. They don't have chance to listen 30 seconds.
All right,
they make their opinion after 5 seconds.
60 seconds to start. But these streams is not they're gonna start and then launch straight away now. There's it's always
That's the classified satellite, yes.
Yeah, it's pretty sure. So, oh well. The launch of Delta 4 Heavy and NROL 91 ULA stream starts in a few minutes.
And yet it's funny that we can come here and listen to Jose for 2 or 3 hours at a time sometimes. 2 or 3 hours, but they won't listen. They won't listen for 30 seconds. A song that was written, 50, 60 years ago.
That means we are old.
Yep.
I'm not old. I'm not this old. I'm fucking dead.
Old and bitter. I'm bakery.
Dazed and confused. Am I dazed and confused or comfortably numb?
The best album Pink Floyd ever produced for me is Wish You Were Here. I do like, That Side of the Moon. A lot of people who are, Floyd fans think That Side of the Moon is the best album. I think the album that I personally like, you know what I mean? Wish You Were Here. I think that's the best album they produced. But, you know what I mean? It depends, I suppose, on your age and what you listen to.
Okay.
Back in the day when they did things for real, look.
Yeah, back in the days, people used to record on one take, so they have to practice. They came to the studio hall and they have to record everything one take. And that's why those recordings are so good, because you can feel actually it's the same feeling for all the people involved. It's not like guitar player records separately or whoever records separately. They all at the same time. You can feel the energy over there, and the room. You can actually hear the room.
Who plays a 12 string anymore?
Well, it's the same as if you talk to people about what do you know about Black Sabbath. Well, they know the singer and his wife because he was on a game show in America, and they remember that more than any of his albums that his band produced.
Sharon! Sharon! Yeah, they don't have a clue how Tony Iommi is.
But you know what I'm saying? People forget so quickly about how he changed rock, but then they remember him for being on a fucking game show. I'm sorry.
Was he on the game show?
I didn't know.
I mean, I know they did, a program about the family, except one of the daughters, because she said, "No, you're not having me in that." Very wise.
But that's what I'm saying. If you talk to any young people today, they know more about the game show than they do about Black Sabbath and him being a singer in Black Sabbath. Oh, or if they know anything about Black Sabbath, they say, "Oh, you should bite the heads off fucking bats and stuff."
Well, yeah, but he did do that. He didn't know it was a real one at the time, though.
He did it once. In a 50, 60, 70-year career, he did it once, and it's like, that's all people know about him. Oh, my God.
Well, that sort of thing tends to stick in people's minds. Oh, yeah, he bit the head off a bat, yeah, because he thought it was a fake one.
Fucked up.
Such things are legends made.
Well, people eat bats in southern China too every day.
Well, yeah, but they don't when they're up on stage playing songs to an audience, do they? You know.
Yeah, and they catch diseases from bats too, and pass them all around the world.
Yeah, I know.
But I'm just saying, if that's what we know about him in the last 50, 60 years, right? What the hell do we know about anybody in the last 2,000 years? All the people from ancient history that we say these are the things we know, and we know that these things happened. Did they?
Yeah. Same with Jesus. Oh, they wrote a book. How many hundred years after?
I wasn't even talking about Jesus. I'm talking about all the historical fabled people who conquered and controlled and ruled the world and did fantastical things, you know what I mean? Killed dragons and stuff, you know what I mean? How did we know any of that happened? When we don't even know what happened with somebody in the last 50 or 70 years, when we've got cameras and recorders and filmed everything, and we don't know nothing about what happened 2,000 years ago, but we believe it so hard.
Well, your opinion of history as being the absolute, exactly what happened, is a relatively modern idea.
Yeah, it is. And who perpetrates that? It's not us.
Well, how long we got? 18 minutes. Oh, it's holding at T-4.
4 minutes, really?
Well, it says T-4. It's holding at T-4 minutes, but the counter they've got is now at 17 minutes and 40 seconds. This is on Everyday Astronaut, so.
This is the West Coast launch?
It's a Delta IV Heavy gun out of this is the last Vandenberg launch of the Delta IV Heavy.
By the way, do you know the Delta Heavy? They always burn the hydrogen before it actually lifts up. There's a big burn of hydrogen, looks like explosion, and then they lift off.
It's not to do with that, but you do know that almost every liftoff has been held at some point. No, it's been held at an hour, and it's been held for 3 hours.
Well, no, not
at 1
necessarily.
hour to launch. It's like the countdown for the launch has got nothing to do with real time. It's got to do with whether everything is in the right place. The weather is good, we've filled everything up, all the technical stuff, all the checks we've made, checkout is green, so when they stop at an hour before launch, it doesn't mean that the launch is going to be in an hour. It means that when everything else has been checked, then we can count down for an hour to launch. You understand what I'm saying? It's not a relative, timeline you're looking at.
Real quick, if they got a countdown of 17 minutes remaining and a countdown of 4 minutes remaining, there's a contradiction. Boom, globe debunked.
Boom! Nailed it.
Yep. Oh, well, that's it. Shows though. Might as well go home. It's flat.
Weather is 70% go.
Oh, yeah, 70% go. Oh, that's on the weather.
But you know what I'm saying? They could get to it. There's 10 minutes to go, and then they say we're holding, and then it could be 30 minutes, and then they start they start counting down that 10 minutes after 30 minutes. So it's this way.
Sorry, I don't want to mess this up. That's the thing.
Do you think any of Flat Earthers watch Everyday Astronaut channel?
I'm sorry, you mentioned my name, but I didn't hear what you said. I'm sorry.
Question was if you think that Flat Earthers look at the Everyday Astronauts channel.
I'm sure they don't.
Because if they wouldn't. He's got all the questions answered. He was talking with Musk under the rocket. He was talking with Eula or Boss. He went there. He saw the rocket there.
They don't want answers, do they?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, they want answers, but they want answers that fit their preconceived belief of things. They don't want answers.
That's why when the flat earther says. That's why when a flat earther says something that's quite obviously so king ridiculous that none of the other flat earthers will go, "Oh, hang on a minute, that's wrong." They'll all go, "Yeah, good point. Yeah." They'll all back each other up because, confirmation bias.
They could all watch the launch of a spaceship into space, but most of them are like a lot of people. They're doing other things, and what they do is it launches and then they find it launched, and then they go to their websites and here's somebody saying, "Look at this." You know what I mean? It's like it's a balloon. It's a balloon floating up. There's no all that. It's all CGI flames. It's just a balloon being released and it's floating up. Look, it's floating and it's going to the side, and and it's all that, So they just go to those sites and just then they make a video and talk about the same thing. Yeah,
they've just kicked it back.
Yeah, Jose, what would you say a long time ago when you were still flat earther, if you would watch this?
Right, they've just pushed it back another half hour odd. It's now T minus 45 minutes.
It says 4 minutes.
They put the other timer.
They did it to me when I was in London with the tube. Same thing.
What timer?
On Everyday Astronaut there is another timer, and now there is minus 45 minutes. Oh no! Everyday Astronaut, go to Everyday Astronaut channel.
Yeah, it's got
fire.
Yeah, that's the fire I was talking about. That's the hydrogen.
Behind.
Does Andy know?
It's launching.
That's what I'm talking about. It burns hydrogen first, the excess of hydrogen, and then it launches.
Yeah, they keep filling the tanks up while it's still
will
there.
You stop it?
They cool the engines. They cool the engines with hydrogen, And when they have enough cold, then they launch, and all the excess hydrogen basically just catch on fire.
There we go. Launch.
I thought they were still holding.
Well, apparently we think it's still holding, but we could be like, no, it's 5 minutes behind. I mean,
No,
I
we're not.
think this is explanation, no?
or is this a previous launch?
Well, it could be previous launch, I think.
Past lunch, maybe.
Past
Must
launch,
be.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
loud.
This could
I
be
was going
them
to say, they've
showing
still got
you.
44. They've still got
It's
44
going too
minutes to go.
fast for to be real. It's too fast to be real.
Yeah. So this is then showing you what we expect to see and
Yeah,
not what's happening at the moment. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why all the flat earthers turn and say, see, what? Well, if they can do that now, you know what I mean? It could all be fake when they actually launch, you know what I mean? They could just be showing you the same thing, you know what I mean? And they all get into this conspiracy thing, you know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, see, if they can do it, no.
Oh, well.
Oh, yeah.
They may have hydrogen leak or something.
Patience.
Another 43 minutes.
Yes.
You will see it on everyday astronauts show. There's another counter.
See, this is what I'm saying. People keep saying, like, well, why is all this stuff coming out of it? And it's like, well, you keep putting stuff in to keep a certain pressure, but, you know what I mean? Because you're keeping it in and you need to keep it at a certain temperature, it's got to go in at a certain temperature, and when it starts to expand, you've got to vent it and let the stuff that's in it. And the longer they sit on the launch pad, the more we've got to vent some stuff and keep pumping it in there at a certain temperature. So it's at the temperature it needs to be when it actually launches. It's like, you know what I mean? But, your flat earthers say, oh, well, why can't they just pump it in there and leave it? Because it's going to heat up and it's going to build up pressure and you've got to release a bit and then you're not getting enough fucking fuel to fucking launch. Anyway.
Thank you. Shout out to YouTube land for your patience. Thank you, everyone.
Look at that boat.
Sorry, I'm far away, right? A little bit. Do I sound very low like this?
It's okay.
Yes.
We can hear you.
Good. Boil off of super cold fuel creates pressure that needs to be vented.
Yep.
Well,
they don't need gas, they need liquid. So the gas they left. So for example, when you put liquid hydrogen inside, so some of them boils out and they don't need gas, they need liquid. So they get rid of gas and they pump more a little bit liquid hydrogen.
Yeah, the longer it stays on the platform where it launches off from, the liquid hydrogen and the liquid oxygen that goes in there, some of that heats up and becomes a gas. They've got to vent that off and pump in more liquid oxygen and liquid hydrogen, you know.
But it's that's what Lubo just said.
Yeah. But, you know, as I'm saying, the longer it stands, the longer they delay, the more they have to vent off gas and keep putting in liquid, you know, and that's...
I ordered some chicken, here. Kentucky Fried Chicken, a big combo with sides and all the good stuff, man. In your behalf, Terz. I'm gonna eat good today, man. And share that too.
What, mate?
I'm not gonna eat alone.
I hope you have a good meal tonight, mate. You know.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I think Flat Earthers look at the Everyday Astronaut channel and his live stream, and they don't care what he says or what he shows. They just care how much money he gets paid by NASA.
I'm not. I'm in Scotland. Do you think fucking NASA's paying some fucking 60-year-old guy in the middle of Scotland? You think they're paying me money to fucking? Oh my god.
But it hurts them, you know, to see so many super chats, him getting paid, and they have a live stream where they say that truthers and they don't get paid at all. So it hurts them in the butt.
The way I look at it is no, I'm 62, right? And
This evidence right here.
No,
The evidence on screen right here. What I just spent. It always takes a bit, and now $5 extra for the delivery, like that separate account. I use this once in a while, but it's okay. I used a couple extra dollars, but I got another $10 earlier. So it's good, Thursday. You'll be happy the whole thing.
I just hope that I've helped you, mate. I'm 62. This is the point I was trying to make. I'm 62. I've lived my almost full life. I've probably got like 20, maybe 30 years in my life. And I'm not looking forward to the end of it because I'm going to be an old man who can't walk and all that shit. But what I give to you, and I hope that you, when you have something extra, you will give it and pass it on to someone else. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
I do. I still
that's
do.
the way I feel.
In the daily basis, I still do. I don't have much, but if I got to share with anybody anything that I can, I do it. And that includes my physically, you know, helping some people out because I cannot give them something.
It's not always monetary. It's you go and you help somebody cut their garden or something. You know what I mean? You just you pass it on forward. You help your family. You help your neighbors. You help your neighbors. You help your friends. That's the yes.
It's a very nice Santa Claus.
I'm bad Santa. Right? Good Santa's my fucking good brother. I'm bad Santa. I don't give a fuck about people, you know what I mean? Fuck you know what I mean? But if you need help and I can give you it, I'll give you a little helping hand.
That's fire.
You know, with the bird, you could earn lots of money in here to do Santa. I mean, before, nowadays they don't really promote Christmas anymore in here.
Yeah. And then you got this. This is the new that hurricane that everybody's announcing like it's gonna coming over here. This is actually the path yesterday early in the morning and the day before when this was a little further away. When it was approaching, this cone and this part was slightly southern to the south, so it was covering the whole Miami. Like from here to here was the cone. Then it move a little bit. I've been saying all the time to the people I talk about this, they're freaking out. I said, dude, we're so far away, and this is so way south that yes, it's gonna keep moving similar to that, but it's gonna go slightly west. That is not even gonna affect us. We're barely gonna be affected. We're right here. And yesterday morning, the center of this cone path was right in the middle of here. Look how close to the edge is. I bet tomorrow afternoon or night, this cone will be beginning from here to here, with the predictions which is gonna go. So I don't think my sister are gonna be affected over here, but always keeping my guard up just in case. But I'm not worrying about this at all. It's still 2 or 3 days before a real threat. When it's really close to Cuba or in Cuba, then we'll start thinking about the actual path of this, because from here it can change once it touches a little bit of land, if it does. So we can
watch Fox weather.
I think they pretty much know it's going to hit Florida.
Hold on, Thursday. He asked me something. I am right here in Tampa, in the Tampa Bay area. Where it says Tampa in the map, I live right there in Tampa Bay area.
Do you know what's good weather app? That's Windy. If you go to www.windy.com, it's got really good weather app. It shows a lot. Yeah. Astronomers and photographers, we always use this app to check on weather, clouds, how much rain will fall, and other things. You can check it out.
So it's got a high wind speed, but it's not carrying a lot of moisture, is what you're saying, yeah?
No. I mean, it's a great website to see the weather.
I thought you meant you knew about this hurricane, new hurricane that's coming in. Because hurricanes are different. Some of them are wet and some of them are wild. You know what I mean? Some of them are, really
This one
fast
was wet.
and furious, and some of them
This
are
one was
very
wet.
slow and full of water and rain.
Now it's very
monster.
strong. Now it's very strong with a lot of winds and doing a lot of destruction. This one, but it was just a wet hurricane for Puerto Rico, and after it hit Puerto Rico and it cut him in half, it just, I don't know how it moved somewhere around here and then just went up. And look where it's going now.
Yeah, the Puerto Rico was like a level 3, but it was very wet. It dropped a lot of
very
water.
wet.
Yeah. So sometimes it's better to have like a 4 with no water but just strong winds, because.
And this is the one that we're looking at.
Yeah.
It's not even a hurricane yet. It's just like a tropical depression, but it has all the factors to make it become a hurricane. That's why, and people is freaking out. I said, you bunch of weirdos emptying the stores of water and canned food and shit like that, like so far away, so not formed. Let's say it forms and it get really strong. Still, I don't think it's gonna hit me right here.
We can go in the future. There's a play button on the bottom, and it will show you where it will go and how it will go, how it will
All
form.
right. Good. Let's see what we got.
I see in the chat, Mandela said that some hurricanes are fast and furious. Is that next year? No, the thing is, if you've got a hurricane that passes over you where you live, if it passes over you in an hour, it does destruction. But if it's a slow, and it hangs over you for like the whole day, 4 or 5 hours, it's going to do a whole lot more destruction in 4 hours than if it just sweeps over you fast and furious. That's what I'm saying. Some hurricanes move really fast, and some hurricanes hang about. It's like tornadoes in America. Okay, I'll shut up.
I take it that's from your experience with hurricanes in Scotland, right?
Wow, it looks strong.
It looks strong and it looks like it. Hold on, Thirst. Let me talk about this. And it looks like it's coming like directly over here. But that is with yesterday's. This is what was shown yesterday's. The possible path of the hurricane, the cone, like from the east to the west. And the middle of that cone was right here in Tampa. But today, the cone is higher up because it moved slightly more northwest, more west instead of more north, So now the cone is right here. If it was current, the eye that just ripped through Tampa, it would have been somewhere around here, probably. Which is super close, super dangerous still, but not quite like this. I don't think it's going to go like this at all.
By the way,
positive and realistic.
By the way, on the right side, you can click. Right now, you have a map of the wind. You can also click on clouds, rain, or the swell also, and the waves, the high of the waves in here. That's why it's a really good app, this one.
Mm-hmm. Nice, yeah. I'm going to click no more. We shall see, man. And I live right...
Don't dox yourself.
It's not doxing, man. I mean, how are you going to find me in this area, It's a big area. Everybody knows I live in Largo, Florida. I lived in Clearwater. I have lived in Clearwater in Largo. I live now in Largo, but I have lived also in Palm Harbor. And Dunedin. Dunedin is a little north of Clearwater. Let me see if you where's Dunedin. I live there too. Dunedin was really nice, man. This area right here. That was really.
You realize.
Largo,
Jose,
okay, yeah.
You realize, Jose, all this area is in China, is a neighborhood.
I would just say
China's neighborhood.
In what you say, it's a big area. In China, it's a neighborhood.
Okay. Yeah. Just a little neighborhood, yeah.
All right. What I would say to you is, in the next 5 to 10 years, you want to get the fuck out of there and go to higher ground. Get yourself, get yourself a house higher up, because you're going to get flooded, man. Every year you're gonna get flooded.
Now I got a question for Lubo, whoever mentioned doxing. Is this doxing myself? I live right here.
I think it's fine.
You think this is doxing when I say I live right here?
I don't know. Maybe no.
What do you think? Yeah. You see, will it be Farmer's Boy if I send you the map? Oh, send me your address. I'll say right here, and I send you this. Will you find me? Anybody? I
It
don't
depends
think so.
on how much other information you've given. Because it's never just the information you give out at one particular time. It's
Okay,
collective
you're in America. I wouldn't give any more information out. Right? I'm in Britain. I'm in Scotland. I actually showed people on my YouTube, through Google. I went, oh, here's my house. You can go in the street, and I told them the street, and the Google. No, the Google Map, you can actually see my window, and I was like, yeah, look, I've got that box and that game, that's my house, that's my window, right? And you know what? Nobody's ever came and shot me. But in America, I wouldn't be telling people that.
You will get big waves over there. 10-foot waves should hit Largo over there.
Yeah, that's right.
But you get
Maybe
one thing of it. In Scotland, I don't have to worry about it.
There's relax, man. Lay down a little bit. Lay down. You don't have to talk every time everybody talks after everybody.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay.
10-foot waves roughly. I don't think it will affect me, but let's say there's 15-foot waves, then it might hit me. Is that too close? Too close for comfort?
Yeah, it seemed a bit far enough from the beach.
Yeah, but you will get 4 inches of rain.
Yeah, that's cool. So 4 inches of rain depends on the area you live. You will feel like 6 foot of rain physically, like 2 meters of rain.
There should be also rain accumulation, but I can't find it right now.
Yeah, that's like a
more layers. Under more layers, you can click to rain accumulation too.
Like 3 feet of water. You see. I think they get flooded where I live. Now the front yard, it gets full of water, like very nice. So it covers the street and the front of the house, and it's just maybe half of an inch away from getting into the little Porsche, my Porsche. But it have never getting into that level. It got really close on that. Half an inch away.
Did you have hurricane before?
Yes, this little house lot, whatever you want to call it, this little place where I live, they built it over 20 years ago, like 25 years ago, and this has been a few hurricane hits in this park, and the little house is still up. So I guess yes. So it's good.
Well, you never know how many times it was flooded.
Yeah, no, I don't know that. Yeah, but at least for the wind wise with hurricane winds, I'm confident that it's gonna hold it. It's gonna hold it. But flooding, oh well, I'll deal with the water. Not threatening. But now with the little trailer, the little house fall down, I'll be gone. So I cannot stay here if it's a big hurricane 3 or above, just in case. Big palm tree front. It looks old. It looks leaning to the place. So if I get a good gust of wind, it might fall in top. Who knows? It's a phenomenon considered acting like Pichet over the James. Oh, thank you, Duffy. Yeah, I hear that. Totally understood. How long for the next for the lunch? And where's the link again? Somebody posted on the Discord. It's not on Discord.
25 minutes.
I don't know if I'm gonna wait for it, man. Sorry. The food is hasn't. Well, I'll wrap it up when the food arrives, which is gonna be like, let me see, a few minutes from now.
Well, I don't think they're going to show much of the lunch because it's secret payload, so they usually cut it short and they don't show where is it going.
All right.
So I think it's not really worth to watch.
I think it's funny because you've got ULA and like I don't know, it's a snake tongue because that's what a lot of the you know, it's a snake tongue going through the
United Launch Alliance. They're like a agency that eats probably the most of the budget, most of the money. They have the most influence in Pentagon, I think.
But you know what I'm saying? The NASA symbol, it's got like a split red, you know, splash through it, and the flat earthers, the the Christian, I don't know, I don't want to say that. Okay, not a word, right? But yeah, stupid people, they think, look, they've got a lizard's tongue going through. They've got a lizard's tongue going through the oh, it shows you that they're lizard people, and it's like, oh.
Actually, it looks like a paper plane going into space.
Every time these people say they see something, you can go to some other person's flag or symbol or medal and show that there as well. And it's something that they say they respect. And it's like, so why is this a wizard tongue? You don't respect it, but you respect this. And it's like, oh, well, they don't have an answer to that, you know. There's a thing as well that people I know, flat earthers don't understand. On a globe, we're spinning, you know, it's revolving. There's very few windows where we can actually launch a rocket with the fuel it's got on board to get to where we want it to get to. And when we miss that window because of bad weather, whatever, we have to cancel and launch it on the next, appropriate window.
Don't meet us. We.
Sorry, we, yeah. NASA, people who believe that, things are real, what I mean? But you know what I mean? There's windows of opportunity to do a thing, and when that window passes because of bad weather, whatever, we have to cancel and then wait for the next window. And when you talk to flat earthers about this, so they think there's a window in the fucking dome or something. I don't know.
And they take it literally. There's a window that opens every time. By the way, the last SpaceX launch, it was 14th launch of the same rocket that I call reusable. Can you imagine using a rocket 14 times? And they may probably use it 15 or 16 times. Who knows how many times?
Okay. I gotta share something right here.
Something yummy.
Yeah, yummy. There you go. Look at that big ass bag of fucking Kentucky Fried Chicken. Damn. And it's good stuff. So never mind me. I'm gonna eat a snack, and then we'll wrap it up.
I can hear dogs around you barking. They would like to have a bite too.
Yeah, they want some chicken as well.
Oh, I'm desperate, man. Look at that. How good.
Sounds like dogs are desperate too.
Oh, fuck, man.
Give me that bite.
There you go, a little
Give
wing.
me a bite.
So Jose, you don't buy in fresh food and cook yourself. You're
Yes,
not
I
a
do.
chef, you know.
No, I do. But today, because I have money, because thanks to you, then I did this.
Oh no, that's cool. That's cool, man. Yeah, I love cooking. It's like a Zen thing. You know what you do. You're chopping things up. You're preparing it. You know, it's a whole thing for me, and I love it. You know, I love cooking. Oh yeah, especially when I'm doing it for family or friends. It's like I'm doing something for them that's not just for me. You know, and I love that. Yeah.
Best chicken ever. Kentucky. Dude, let me take that back. Because they haven't paid me to do any announcement. Yum, yum. I gotta go wash my hands. And we'll finish the show in a minute.
It's nice watching you eat your chicken, but you know, I want to go back to the stuff that this. We are firing a rocket into space. Us human beings are doing this, and other people are saying, "No, that's fake. It doesn't. It says rockets don't. They fall back into the sea." And I'm like, "What the fuck?" No, the Russians are shooting it off from Kazakhstan. There's no ocean for them to fall back into. You know what I mean? Where are they? Where are their rockets falling back to Earth? Oh my god!
Yeah, they only know their own backyard. They don't know what's around them.
Yeah, it's like NASA is doing this from Florida, and it goes into the sea. Well, what about people in the middle of Asia? We're going to where are their rockets coming down?
Tess, have you ever heard of a Russian rocket fall on anybody's head?
No, I've never heard of
No,
that.
so don't you worry. It's all thought of.
It's all CGI, man. It's all CGI. You know what I mean? It's like...
Actually, there was a case in China. There was a Chinese rocket launching from mainland, and something went wrong, and the booster landed on a village. I think it killed some of the workers over there. I don't know how many.
Man, who counts?
But they are now launching. They are now launching from the south of mostly from the south. There is a Hainan, that's an island in China, and so people can go to the beach and to watch the launch of the spaceship. So that's what people do, and not just like a few hundreds, there are thousands of people watching the rockets go into space.
See, this is I don't get the flat earthers where they don't understand that it's not just NASA. You know what I mean? It's like there's 3, maybe even 4 nations. I mean, trying to build rockets, or who have built rockets and launch them into space, and it's like, How can you only go, oh, it's NASA and the wizard people, well, the Chinese, are they? Wizard people?
Yeah, we are all paid by NASA, even in China.
I can't understand it.
Shit is so good. I want to go eat. All right, final thoughts, guys. Carl, you got some final thoughts for us? How about Chike?
Not much.
Oh, I think.
Hold on, Lou.
So-
Final thoughts. One person speaks, nobody interrupt. If you didn't hear Chike, you got issues because somebody was talking. Chike, final thoughts. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm done. No, nothing really to say.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Doofus, final thoughts.
Yep. Nice get together. Good show today. Nothing else to say.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it was relaxed few hours, so that's good. Grenade Head, final thoughts. You busy over there. Larry, bro, PS, final thoughts. Lubo in China.
Yeah, I was just surprised. Wanted to say the stream has ended. It says in my screen, the stream has ended. Cricket noise. Close stream. I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah.
no flurbs. So no dumb conversation today. Just boring conversation. That is acceptable.
So good, yeah. It was boring indeed. Thank you for coming.
Good show.
Seriously,
Good
why?
show.
Oh, Grenade, yeah. You enjoy
Yeah,
the
good show.
good,
Yeah.
good, man.
All right. Thank you.
Have fun, brother, yeah. Nestle, final thoughts. Thurs.
My final thoughts are: I hope that the chicken in America tastes as well as does in Britain, because hopefully I want to visit America and taste your chicken and see whether it matches up to the chicken in Britain. I know your biscuits are going to be good, but I want to check out your fried chicken.
Thank you, man. Yeah. Good times, good times. Thank you very much, everybody. If you made it this far, leave a like, share the show, support, and do all the good stuff. Click on all the buttons around in the neighborhood. Jose JG saying out. Boom. Thank you very much, everybody.